Hey, this is Alicia, and I will be your new NWBHL correspondent and will be providing some weekly previews of all the games going on in the league. Let's get right to it. First up this week, we have the Spartans at the Rage. The Rage are coming off their first win of the season and are on a high for this one, with young gun Troy Nolan leading the way last week. The Spartans have dropped their last two and are looking to get back in the win column. They have come out of the gate slowly in both of those losses, being outscored 11-1 in the first halves before taking the second halves by a combined 7-3. This is an important game for the standings, as these two teams may be battling it out for the final B playoff spot. Next up, we have the Entourage and Black Aces. The Aces looked strong last week as they took the Ghost Riders to overtime before surrendering a goal in the dying seconds to remain winless on the season. The Entourage had a rough go against an A-Division team last week, but should be the favored team in this matchup. Their imports from the Kings Gazoo franchise add some real veteran talent to this club and put them over the top. 7:30 has an A-Division matchup with the Executioners at the Jaguars. The Executioners have rolled through the season to this point with a perfect record, but were given their toughest test by the Jags in the season opener, a game the Executioners won 6-4. The Jaguars continued to add talent to the roster and introduced a trio of former Sniper players last week that will give them some added depth. Still, with the way they've been playing, this might be the Executioners' game to lose. Next up, we have the Wolfpack against the Bullies in our first of the two consecutive AB games. The Wolfpack have been missing a couple of their top shooters, so they haven't yet to hit full stride. This week, they're playing a tough Bullies team, which many are calling the class of the B division, but are unproven against top A teams like the Wolfpack. Look for this game to have some great intensity. The 9:30 game features another cross-divisional matchup as the Barons take on the overtime heroes known as the Ghost Riders. If the Riders are going to push their OT win streak to 4 games, they will have to play a perfect game to beat a Barons team that was on top of its game last week in a win over the Wolfpack. The possession game was on full display, and Marcel Lafortune and Brandon Hem showed why they're two of the league's best. Look for the Barons to take the decision in this one. Finally, our full schedule wraps up with the late game featuring the Warhawks and Stingrays. The Rays have looked good after a slow start, while the Warhawks have dropped their last two contests while they've been missing their go-to player in Kevin Booth. This is another important game that could have major standings and implications down the road. Look for the Stingrays to showcase their depth in this one and come out with the victory. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time. This has been Alicia Rai for NWBHL.com.